Alright, so this one is great. Tangent. Good morning everyone. How are you? How are we? Welcome if you're new here. Welcome back if you're not. Thanks for sticking around. Let me grab me cup of tea. I'm Victoria and I run 2 online shops here in this studio. One side is Scrunchies and Bows and I thrift materials, saving them from landfills and make beautiful hair accessories such as scrunchies, bows, clips, headbands, no waste clips. And it's a fairly new shop this year. And on the other side, on this side, I do them in sides because one side is where I work for one shop, one side is where I work for the other, and then I tend to pack on one side as well for both shops. And then on the other side is Kack-A-Ling Sisters, and we have all things witchy such as spells, runes, Sabbats, cards. So the witches' holidays, for anyone that doesn't know, we follow a wheel of the year and we will decorate our altar according to which Sabbath there is. So there's altar decorations, there is ruins, there is moon phases, book of shadow pages, voodoo dolls, anything witchy you can think of will be on that side. I would recommend having a little nose actually. It's like a curiosity shop. Even Marvin agrees. So today I want to make some bows. I'm going to be using my red velvet material. I want to use my red velvet for Christmas, and then I want to put a white lace on top. So let me grab the white lace. So I have all this white lace. They're different ones. I don't know how far they're going to get me if I'm honest, but I would like to be able to make some bows with them. They're just sitting there. I want to be able to use them. Anyway, so with my scraps, I kind of put together an idea of how I want it. So this would be the lace and this will be the velvet. So I've got it here. This would be a bow. This would be a smaller bow. It's going to go on top and we'll scrunch it in the middle and make a pretty bow. Now I like that. I still think it might be too big actually. Oh yeah, I think I decided this already. Hang on, let's see. Yeah, I did decide it already. So I changed my measurements. So the bottom layer was in this, with this is 6 inches and the top layer is 5. But on my, you know what, I'm like scrap. On my scrap bit of paper I've got outer 5, inner 4. So the only issue I am having is with this material. With bows I'd usually fold it on itself, but with this material that's going to end up being quite thick, so I'd rather do it just one layer. Now if I do it one layer, one side's not very nice. So I don't know whether to have this as the main piece, then so basically like 3 pieces so that it would hide it, or just let this be. Actually I might just do it, just let it be. Yeah, because doubled over it would just be too thick. So I figured what I'd do is first of all pick what lace I want. So I've got some lace. These are too small, so the smaller pieces I can get rid of instantly. So they're gone. And then I have a cream colour. This white is not helping at all, is it? Do you know what it is? So the other side of this studio is my like I'm a hairdresser, and the other side of this studio is the hairdressing side. And on this wall here facing out to my garden I have two windows that they were doors, but I made them into windows, so they're kind of floor to ceiling. And then in between those two, because I'm one for equals, or I think it's called symmetry, I'm one for symmetry. I like everything to look right, like matching. So right in the middle, in between those two, is massive sliding doors, and I need them because I need them for hairdressing. Well, and I'm a light person anyway. I like light. I don't have curtains in my house. I have bamboo blinds with foil. Yeah, I can't. I like to wake up to the natural light. I like light. If I'm in a dark room or a dark area, it tends to make my mood quite dark. So that's why it's always so light and bright in here. And I've tried turning the exposure down on the camera. As we all know, I'm new at this. I've not quite learnt it, obviously, yet. I have learnt enough to get it down, but never mind. Alright, so this one is great. Tangent. This one's cream, so I'm going to ivy, put that to one side. So I've got my whites here. So one is, I ideally want it to be of equal. So one side be the same pattern on the other side. This one, let me take it out. This one is not, so if you can see the scalloping at the bottom, it's not got it there. So that wouldn't be equal on the bow. Which leaves me with this one. Again, it's not equal. So we've got the scallops on the bottom. And there's smaller scallops on the top, but the design isn't equal and would be really noticeable. Which leaves this one, which is perfect. Okay. That was a bit more perfect than I thought that was going to be. So we found our lace. Let's see how wide it is. Oh, it's like it was made for it. Oh, yeah. Okay, 4. So perfect. Yes! Perfect for that. Let's have a sip of tea and then let's get going, shall we? Ideally, I'd like to make 10 of these. Again, I'm trying to do everything in 10s. 5 for the shop, 5 for the Christmas market I've got going on. We've not been out to see what the world's got to offer today. For those that don't know, I am doing a Christmas market at the end of November. So I got really stressed a while ago trying to figure out how I would do my stock, and because a lot of what I thrift is not always like full-on material. This is remnants from a shop and it was by the bedding section, but it's like, I have washed it. It is an actual proper fabric, but it just got, look, it's been cut into, there's not much to call home on it. Anyway, so like I've made some scrunchies and jumbo bows out of pyjama and normal bows out of pyjama legs, and they had holes all in them, and the charity shop was going to throw them away because they couldn't sell them. So I kind of asked them to put it aside. I still pay for it. I pay for them, I just pay it at a different price than what they would. And yeah, so they know, because I go in once a week. Maybe I probably go in about once every 2 weeks. So either that, or I would just thrift like sheets, anything that is of good enough quality that I can wash and bring up to a good quality and then make something out of. I will do that. On a tangent, what I was saying was I was getting stressed because like I used 3 shirts to make 3 different lots of tartan, Christmassy, scrunchies and bows, and then but you can only get so much out of them, so I could only get 5 scrunchies out of the majority of them each. So 5 out of one shirt, 5 out of another, 5 out of another, and I'm not sure how I'm going to split that. So with those sort of things, what I figured I'm going to do is just pop them on the shop. If they sell, they sell before Christmas, and if not, and then some I'm lucky enough to get 10, and if I get 10 I'll just split it. Anything I can get 10 out of I will do. So like this, I'll make 10. Hopefully it will stretch enough to 10. it will stretch enough to 10 and I will just do it, and then I could split the stock and I don't have to stress. I just feel, for me, somebody who I am, that is the better option for me, knowing I have 5 here, 5 there, you know, and if they sell, it's a bonus. But if they don't, I also don't have too much excess stock that's lying around because I have a really small space. From arm to arm, I can touch each bit, and I'm 5'2". Lost myself an inch there. I'm 5'3.5", so I can touch side to side, and I think, I don't know, I can't remember how long it is. It's thin but long, but I only have this end, like this tiny bit. What you can see here, and in previous videos you'll be able to see, I do only have a tiny little area, so I can't afford to, well, I can't store stock. I make as I go. But with the market, obviously I can't make it there, and like, here's your scrunchie. I have to make it. So everything with Kack-A-Ling Sisters is at a minimum that I store here, and then I make it as I go along. And it's the same with Scrunchies Bows too. I think it's yeah, you can see, it's just turned this face like I'm done with this fool. She's talking too much. I'm done with her today. So yeah, I have like, so these, imagine these in big version. I have 2 of these full of Scrunchies and Bows, but one is for the shop and one is for my Christmas market, which I do need to knuckle down and just focus, like get everything out and see where I'm up to, and start writing stock down and start seeing where I'm at. Anyway, I think we've chatted for enough, so let's figure these out, shall we? I see it's not too bad, this. I mean, it's nice. One side, and then this side is just the back, so I mean it should be okay. See how we get on. Let's figure out how I'm going to cut this. I think it might be easier if I just do this in a bit more of a manageable way, because it's a remnant, it's already got quite a bit of cut in it. I think if I just make this smaller, more manageable. Do you know, I didn't think I should get some crimpled scissors. I had some. See if the shops are open yet. Shops will be open soon. I'm not going to cut this yet, because instead of using my rotary blade, I'm gonna cut in zigzags, and I don't actually know where my scissors have gone. They'll just look a lot nicer. So let's get these cut then, shall we? So they need to be every 4. Cut and cut. So that's 10 pieces done. I will be back. I'm going to run to the shop, go and get my scissors. I need to get elastic as well, so I'm out of elastic. I need more sequins, and now obviously scissors as well. So I'll run and grab them, and I'll catch you back up in a minute. It'll be a minute for you, but I'm not leaving town. I'm not leaving this town, so there'll be no traffic jams. If there was a traffic jam in this town, you'd literally maybe only be there for about 10 minutes, if that. So I will see you shortly. So I'm back. It wasn't as quick and easy as I thought, but I'm back. 1 second. Yeah, so I ended up going to every single shop I could possibly think of in my town. I refused to leave my town after that like traffic jam. So I'm back. My husband made me a cup of tea, hang on. So Cuties is, let me get it all out because, okay, it's all out. So I like to go to Cuties to get my elastic. I do have a material, there's 2 material shops in town, I do only go to one. However, for my elastic, so I have been to her for my elastic once, but it's too stretchy for the same millimeter. So Cuties is the only place I found. If I researched, I could probably find a supplier, and if Scrunchy Bows are more busy than what it is, then that is where I'll go, but for now these are fine. So I brought 10 packets of these. They are literally 2 meters by 12 millimeters, and so that is 20 meters for me. That's gonna see me through. So I went to Cuties for that, and then I went to the range to get my ribbon so I could sublimate the rest of those labels that I'd made up in previous vlog. So run there. I went everywhere looking for scissors. I'm trying to think what the correlated scissors. I'll open them. But I couldn't get craft ones because I need it for material. So they're the ones with, yeah, with the correlated, the ziggy zags. But they needed to be material ones, so these are my material ones, but not these. I do have a pair of these somewhere, and when I was very hot running around the whole of my town trying to stop at every shop I could think of to get these, on the phone very grumpy to my husband being like, what have you so done to it? Anyway, so I ended up having to go to the material shop that I was just telling you about, and she had these. So got these, and while I was there, because she always has a scrap bin outside, I picked up some more lace because I just like lace. But also, when you can get a chance to get these, they'll be perfect for skirts, they'll be perfect for adding on to shirts and t-shirts and dyeing and things like that. So I grabbed these while I was there. But I'm all set and we're ready to go. So may as well put this lot away and then crack on with what we started this morning. I'm sorry, I thought I was recording. I've made my first cut. I have 2 spare pieces here from the cut, so I'm just going to get the lace. I may as well just do 2 more. We have our pieces here. I'll pop that to one side because this was, whoa, so messy. Remembered how I used to do bows, and that's exactly how I'm going to do it. I just remembered. Then I changed the style, so I kind of forgot. To cut off all the straggly thready bit, all the straggles of the wool. Okay, so these are the bows as they are. I'm going to stretch them out now. And we'll cut excess. They're all done. I'm just going to put the heat glue gun on and clean this because it's gross. These are quite heavy, so instead of using my direct small ones, So instead of using, on these sort of bows, I would normally use these tinier ones. But I'm going to go just one up, and just to give a bit more support. I don't know if you can see the difference in size. It's not my biggest ones, but they're not tiny either. So I'm just going to get them out. I am debating what to do this middle with. Do I want it with a red or a white? Oh, the red. Okay, so red. I'm going to need 12 middles. Okay, I had to shut the blind. It got too much for me. It's too hot today. Stuff goes everywhere. Excuse my hair, I've had to tie it up. It is just too hot, hence why the blind shut. However, you would have seen I eventually got them done. So I have 12 beautiful, beautiful lacy red bows. So I have 12 of them all here. Should take these off. Do you know, they're sitting, these are going to be my market basket, so they're in my market box. So I've got 12, 6 for the online shop, 6 for the market. I need to print off some backing cards and start dealing with it and start going through my stock, because I've been doing incredibly well at upping the stock. Anyway, all that's left, I'll take some photos and insert them so you can have a closer look. It seems to go a bit better. And all that's left to do is bid you farewell. Look after yourself, look after each other, take care, and if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you again real soon.